That is Seether on Q103, Dalton Castle here now. Joining me in the studio now, Michael of VolBeat. How you doing, brother?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, you're doing well. Gigantour going on tonight. Glens Falls Civic Center. I believe the doors open at 6 p.m. And VolBeat going to be taking the stage tonight. You excited?
Of course, we just have 2 days off, so it's going to be great to be back.
Oh, so you're well rested. You're good to go.
Something like that, the hangovers are done. And
Hangers. Well, time to start a new one, I guess, right?
No, we have to be professionals. So we're looking forward to get back on stage and do our thing.
Well, it's rock and roll. I mean,
being
professional is part of partying.
It's like a couple of days ago. I think I drank for the rest of the year, so it's still in my system.
You had enough drink for the rest of the year, did you just say?
Something like that.
Well, but that kind of helps me. Your heavy metal band. I mean, how does one decide heavy metal? That's the music for me. That's what the road I'm going to go down. You got to be a crazy type of person.
It's not really because I've decided. Because if you listen to VolBeat, it seems like we can't decide what we want to play. There's many different styles like heavy metal, and there's some country stuff, punk and metal.
It's whatever you're feeling that time.
Yeah,
right?
I'm inspired by so many different styles, and when I started VolBeat, I couldn't decide what kind of style I want to stick to. I was just, let's try to do it all and blend it together and see how it turns out to be like, and it became the VolBeat style, and I'm feeling good about that. It's very natural for me to write those kind of songs. So for me, it's not important to be 100% metal or 100% rock and roll. At the end of the road, everything's just rock and roll.
All right, so as long as it's good, it works.
Something like that, and it seems to work out pretty well.
Oh, good. Well, VolBeat, we're speaking with Michael of VolBeat. They're playing a Gigantour tonight. And you guys, is the whole band from Denmark?
Yeah.
Copenhagen?
Yeah.
Now, you guys have been together for how long?
10 years, actually.
Now, let me ask you something. I mean, this is a poor excuse for a winter here in Albany, but Denmark, much higher north. Is it freezing right now?
It's almost the same as here. I think
really?
It's actually a little bit colder. We didn't have. I think last year we have a really tough winter, and it seems like it's gonna get tough again. But I think the weather right now at home is probably pretty much the same as here.
Now, I have a friend who lives in Finland, and around this time of year they see very little sunlight. Do you guys get that as well?
Oh yeah, we got sunlight.
Oh, you do have sunlight.
We don't live like bats or anything. No, it's pretty much the same.
All right, so we're like brothers, you and I. Well, now, how would you compare the heavy metal or the rock and roll scene in Europe or Denmark in that area as opposed to here?
In Denmark, the heavy metal scene is almost dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are single-handedly keeping it alive.
Something like that. It's almost like every 10 years. Then it explodes, and then a couple of years after it dies. It's a little bit sad, but right now the music in Denmark is very much electronic, and it's,
a lot of glow sticks and.
That's a matter of taste, what you like, but the electronic scene is really going really well right now in Denmark.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of it has to do with technology improving, makes it easier probably to produce.
If you can't play music, you can always tell your robot how to do it.
So if you want to see some good old-fashioned humans playing music tonight, VolBeat playing Gigantour tonight. Q103albany.com's got all the details. One more thing about Copenhagen and everything. You guys, you speak Danish?
Yeah.
And how long have you been speaking English?
Since in school, we
teach you
we learn English. I think it's in 5th or 6th grade.
Now, why the choice? A lot of your songs in English, or if not, is all VolBeat's music in English? Is that?
It is. There's only some few Danish lines, and for me it was natural because all my idols and the bands I was listening to, they were from America. So, and I've heard.
Which who's your biggest idol, by the way?
That's a good random.
Well, you don't have to pick one, just one off the top of your head.
Well, Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash is definitely.
That's awesome.
On the
Can you really hear the influence?
That's good. I'm proud of that.
Oh, those are good ones to pick there. So the new album, it's in stores now. It's been in stores since September. Beyond Hell, Above Heaven. I mean, you want to give us a quick rundown about the new album?
Yeah, it's a very random album, as you said. A lot of different songs with different styles combined together. It's if you've never heard of VolBeat, that record would probably be the right one to pick out if you just have to buy one record, because that's where we actually blend everything together that we've done before, but we still bring something new to the table. And we have some different musicians with us on the CD. We have Barney Greenway from Napalm Death. We have Michael Dinner from Merciful Fate on guitar. There's a few other artists, on slap bass and on harp. And
You say slap bass, you mean the big upright one?
yeah.
Oh, that's fancy.
So
That's something you don't see at a rock and roll show.
Yeah, and it's great fun, and it totally makes sense in the VolBeat style. So a lot of different styles going on. Like metal and country and punk and styles like that. So it's a good blend of a lot of different styles.
Well, cool, man. I mean, so the album's been out since September. Not a whole lot of time has passed. Have you guys been working on anything new with VolBeat?
Yeah, starting to write new material for a new record. So hopefully we'll be able to enter the studio in October.
All right, tonight if we go out to the Gigantor, any chance they'll hear anything new or no?
No, we only have 45 minutes, so it's so much better to play something that people know.
Those fascist people keeping you.
So if we had, if we were headlining, of course we would have tried something new out, but it doesn't make sense when you only play 45
You hear
minutes.
that, guys? You want to hear VolBeat play new music on stage, you make them a headliner. That's what you gotta do. Well, how's the tour been going so far? I mean,
Great.
Has it been going? Everybody been treating you well?
Totally.
Nobody you want to talk smack about just between you and I? Nobody else is gonna know.
That's I love those guys and those different bands. They're inspiring. I've been looking up to those guys since I was back in school. I love Megadeth, I love Motorhead, and we've been checking out Lacuna Coil, a good band too.
Checking them out. When you say checking them out, they got a lady in the front there, don't they?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. I have my wife with me on the road.
She winked at me. I should take that as I wash my mouth.
But no, I like Dave Mustaine. I met this guy lots of times, and also back in the days, he's a great guy, and we all know Lemmy. He's really a
crazy guy,
cool character. But in generally, all the guys are really nice and treating us really well.
Oh, cool. Well, we're talking with Michael from VolBeat playing Gigantor tonight. I thank you for stopping down here. I know it was a long haul to come back here and then right back to the show, but
It's okay.
we're about to get into your song "A Warrior's Call" here. I mean, you want to tell us a little bit about this while I'm starting to play it?
Yeah, no, it was a song I wrote for a Danish boxing champion called Mikkel Kessler. So and he, every time he walks into the ring, he walks in.
This is personalized for him, then, huh?
Yeah, totally. And so I'm very proud of that one. I'm a big boxing fan, and my father was an old fighter, so being able to write a tune like that for the Danish boxing champion.
Did you ever box when you were younger?
Only when I was in trouble.
No. Only boxed when you had to.
Yeah. So I asked myself way back if I wanted to start fighting or start playing music, but somehow I figured out that I couldn't drink if I have to fight. So
Yeah, and you keep your pretty looks too. And you.
So.
All right, well, Michael, I appreciate you stopping down. Guys, go see the Gigantor tonight. Michael from VolBeat in the studio with us. Q103albany.com. It's got all the details, but 6 o'clock, Glens Falls Civic Center.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping in.
You're welcome, and thank you.